राम 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 सर्वेभ्यः हृत्पूर्वक नमस्काराः। शिवानन्दलहर्याः कक्ष्यायां सर्वेषां स्वागतम्। सुप्रभातम्. A warm welcome to all of you to the 7th session of Shivananda Lahari. So last class we had a revision. Many of you chanted individually verses 1 to 10. Today we will continue from verse 11. गुरुरेव गतिर्गुरुमेव भजे गुरुणैव सहास्मि नमो गुरवे न गुरोः परमं शिशुरस्मि गुरोः मतिरस्ति गुरौ मम पाहि गुरो श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् सौन्दर्यलहरी कर्त्रे सर्वमङ्गलदायिने शङ्कराचार्यवर्याय यतिराजाय ते नमः। शङ्कारूपेण मच्चित्तं पङ्कीकृतमभूद्यया किङ्करीयस्य सा माया शङ्कराचार्यमाश्रये प्रह्लादवरदो देवो यो नृसिंहः परो हरिः नृसिंहोपासकन्नित्यं तन्नृसिंहगुरुं भजे श्री सच्चिदानंद शिवाभिनव्य नृसिंह भारत्यभिधान्यतीन्द्रान् विद्यानिधीन् मन्त्रनिधीन् सदात्मनिष्ठान् भजे मानवशम्भुरूपान् सदात्मध्याननिरतम् विषयेभ्यः पराङ्मुखम् नौमि शास्त्रेषु निष्णातं चन्द्रशेखर भारतीम् विवेकिनं महाप्रज्ञं धैर्यौदार्यक्षमानिधिं सदाभिनवपूर्वन्तं विद्यातीर्थगुरुं भजे भारती करुणापात्रं भारती पदभूषणं भारती पदमारूढं भारती तीर्थमाश्रये भारती तीर्थवर्यन्तं भक्तहृत्तापनाशनं भवभीतिहरं देवं भावये सततं हृदि विद्या विनय संपन्नौ वीतरागौ विवेकिनं वन्दे वेदान्त तत्त्वज्ञौ विधुशेखर भारतीम् अनंत गुण संपन्नाम् अनंताभिधयाश्रुताम् अनंत ज्ञानदात्रीं तां मातरं प्रणुमो वयम् गैर्वाण्या संविबोधेन जीवनं मौल्यसंयुतं या करोत्तान्नमाम्यम्बां शारदामूर्तरूपिणीम् कलाभ्यां चूडालंकृत शशिकलाभ्यां निजतपः फलाभ्यां भक्तेषु प्रकटित फलाभ्यां भवतु मे शिवाभ्यामस्तोक त्रिभुवन शिवाभ्यां हृदि पुनर्भवाभ्याम् आनन्द स्फुरदनुभवाभ्यां नतिरियम्। Okay, let us begin with the 11th verse. Shriya. So we have our panelists for today who are helping us with Anucharanam, Shriya, Charu and Aditi. So let us begin with the 11th verse. Vaturva gehiva
वटुर्वा गेहि वा वटुर्वा गेहि वा
यतिरपि जटी वा तदितरः
यतिरपि जटी वा तदितरः यतिरपि जटी वा तदितरः
नरो वा यः कश्चित्
नरो वा यः कश्चित् नरो वा यः कश्चित्
भवतु भवकिन्तेन भवति
भवतु भव किन्तेन भवति भवतु भव किन्तेन भवति
यदीयं हृत्पद्मम्
यदीयं हृत्पद्मम् यदीयं हृत्पद्मम्
यदि भवदधीनं पशुपते
यदि भवदधीनं पशुपते यदि भवदधीनं पशुपते
तदीयस्त्वं शम्भो
तदीयस्त्वं शम्भो तदीयस्त्वं शम्भो
भवसि भवभारं च वहसि
भवसि भवभारं च वहसि भवसि भवभारं च वहसि
उत्तमम् वटुर्वा गेही वा यतिरपि जटी वा तदितरः नरो वा यः कश्चित्. So here what you see, this is called a jihva muliya. That is when a visarga is followed by ka or kha. So in many of the texts and in many of the other books, instead of this, you will have this. You will have this visarga here. So that is also correct. But the representation of a jihva muliya, that is when a visarga is followed by ka or kha, that representation is by virtue of this particular symbol here. So let us all get acquainted to the actual way in which jihva muliya, upadmaniya, etc. were represented in Sanskritam. Therefore, we have inserted that symbol. So you should know that it is yah kashchit. That's how the visarga is pronounced when it is before ka or kha. Bhavatu, bhava. Kintena bhavati. Bha, mahapranas everywhere. Kim tena, combining, it becomes kintena. Yadiyam hrit padmam. Note this particular letter. Hrit padmam. Hrit padmam, the lotus heart. Yadi bhavadadhinam. Note the mahapranas. Pashupate. Tadiyastvam. Dvitvam here. Tadiyastvam. So with reference to Dvitvam, I have shared the video explaining the nuances of Dvitvam in the WhatsApp group. If you all want to join but haven't joined the WhatsApp group, I mean, if your friends are in the group, they can add you. They can add new members. Otherwise, you could write an email requesting for the link and we will share it with you. Bhavasi, bhavabharam, bha mahaprana, cha vahasi. Here, bhavabharam, anuswara plus cha becomes bhavabharan cha vahasi. Okay. Vaturva gehi va yatirapi jati va taditaraha.
वटुर्वा गेहि वा यतिरपि जटी वा तदितरः वटुर्वा गेहि वा यतिरपि जटी वा तदितरः
नरो वा यः कश्चित् भवतु भवकिन्तेन भवति
नरो वा यः कश्चित् भवतु भव किन्तेन भवति नरो वा यः कश्चित् भवतु भव किन्तेन भवति
यदीयं हृत्पद्मं यदि भवदधीनं पशुपते
यदीयं हृत्पद्मं यदि भवदधीनं पशुपते यदीयं हृत्पद्मं यदि भवदधीनं पशुपते
तदीयस्त्वं शम्भो भवसि भवभारं च वहसि
तदीयस्त्वं शम्भो भवसि भवभारं च वहसि तदीयस्त्वं शम्भो भवसि भवभारं च वहसि
half of us at a time. बटुर्वा गेही वा यतिरपि जटी वा तदितरः नरो वा यः कश्चित् भवतु भवकिन्तेन भवति
वटुर्वा गेही वा यतिरपि जटी वा तदितरः नरो वा यः कश्चित् भवतु भवकिन्तेन भवति वटुर्वा गेही वा यतिरपि जटी वा तदितरः नरो वा यः कश्चित् भवतु भवकिन्तेन भवति
यदीयं हृत्पद्मं यदि भवदधीनं पशुपते तदीयस्त्वं शम्भो भवसि भवभारं च वहसि
यदीयं हृत्पद्मं यदि भवदधीनं पशुपते तदीयस्त्वं शम्भो भवसि भवभारं च वहसि यदीयं हृत्पद्मं यदि भवदधीनं पशुपते तदीयस्त्वं शम्भो भवसि भवभारं च वहसि
Tamam. Now the entire verse. बटुर्वा गेही वा यतिरपि जटी वा तदितरः नरो वा यः कश्चित् भवतु भवकिन्तेन भवति यदीयं हृत्पद्मं यदि भवदधीनं पशुपते तदीयस्त्वं शम्भो भवसि भवभारं च वहसि
वटुर्वा गेही वा यतिरपि जटी वा तदितरः नरो वा यः कश्चित् भवतु भवकिन्तेन भवति तदीयं हृत्पद्मं यदि भवदधीनं पशुपते तदीयस्त्वं शम्भो भवसि भवभारं च वहसि वटुर्वा
Continue.
वटुर्वा गेही वा यतिरपि जटी वा तदितरः नरो वा यः कश्चित् भवतु भवकिन्तेन भवति तदीयं हृत्पद्मं यदि भवदधीनं पशुपते तदीयस्त्वं शम्भो भवसि भवभारं च वहसि
Uttamam. Before we go to the meaning, Aditi, request you to share the link to the WhatsApp group once again because some of them have requested. If you're able to share the link here, that would be great. And just another request, Aditi, I've just sent you an email with a QR code. You please download it to your system because we'll have to share the QR code subsequently in today's class. For them to fill it up. So please download it from the email. Now we will move to the meaning. Thank you, Aditi. Dhanyavadaha. So this, from the 10th verse onwards, we see how Shankaracharya is telling us that in whichever form, in the 10th verse we saw, he said whether you are in the human form or any other form as any other creature, as long as the mind and heart are surrendered to Shambhu, that will lead us to Shivanandam. Now, he said the form or the body doesn't matter. And in this verse, he is saying that when the Hrit Padmam is Bhavadadhinam Pashupate, many times he uses this word Pashupate. We discussed in one of the previous classes in detail the various meanings for the word Pashupate, the Lord of all beings. Pashu can mean an animal, but it also means all Jivatmas. It also means those who are, in this Ajnana, who have not attained that Jnanam yet. So, O Lord of all beings, Yadi Hrit Padmam Bhavadadhinam, when the lotus, heart lotus is surrendered to you, is completely in you, then Shambho Tvam Tadiyaha Bhavasi. You become completely that person. Tadiyaha means you completely belong to that person whose heart is surrendered to you. Bhava Bharancha Vahasi. Bhava Bharam is this burden of samsara. You will bear that burden. So this is the bhava in this verse again. But in the first two lines, what Acharya Shankara tells us is when one's mind or heart are surrendered to Shambhu, then the stage of life doesn't matter. So all of you will be aware, but just to give you a brief overview, in Sanatana Dharma, the life of an individual was divided into 4 parts, 4 quarters. And they were called the 4 ashramas, and very, very thoughtfully so, and very scientifically also. So telling us the duties in each stage of life, which differ from the other stages. So the 4 ashramas are Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasa. And in each stage, the person has his or her own set of responsibilities and duties and karma to be done according to that stage. So Brahmacharya, the first quarter of life, is dedicated to the study of Vidyabhyasa, study of scriptures, and also to try to understand, to get the knowledge of all the various fields of knowledge, the 64 arts, and also to for the study of scriptures under a guru. So they would go to a Gurukula and learn. And we must also realize that the first quarter, I'm sure all of us would have seen this, how sharp the mind is for children. Even without knowing, before they learn to read or even before they learn the script, just by listening, they will start reciting verses. And the mind is so sharp. In those days, they used to introduce them to Ashtadhyayi, Amarakosha, Gita, all these verses at that age. So by the time they are at an age when they can understand the meaning and understand the language, they already have this by heart. They have memorized it. It's on their fingertips. So the first quarter is so important for Vidyabhyasa. Therefore, that in that quarter, the complete dedication should be towards Vidyabhyasa. And it is the duty of the Grihastha, which is the next stage of life, the householder, to support these students, to support this Vidyabhyasa. And the Grihastha Ashrama also was given a lot of importance, because the Grihastha Ashrama would support the society in the sense that they would support the brahmacharis, the students, they would support the vanaprasthas and the sannyasis. So the Grihastha Ashrama had its own set of duties. Then comes Vanaprastha, when after discharging all the duties of a householder and whatever professions, etc. one was in, they would retire to the forest and they would share the knowledge they have acquired both by study and experience with the students. So that was Vanaprastha. And the last stage was Sannyasa. So beautifully, the life has been designed in Sanatana Dharma. In this verse, Shankaracharya is telling us, Vaturva, Vatuhu, that is a student who is in the first stage of life, a brahmachari. Gehiva, or a householder. Geham means griham, grihastha. So whether one is a student or a householder, yatihi, that is a sannyasi, a yogi or a monk. Yatirapi, jativa. Jati is the person a vanaprasthin, that is a person in the third stage of life. So brahmacharya, grihastha, vanaprastha, and sannyasa. Taditaraha, or could be anything else, whether a person is in the stage of brahmacharya, grihastha, vanaprastha, or sannyasa. Yah kaschitva naraha, whoever he may be, whoever that person might be, bhavatu, let that be so. Bhava, O Shiva, kim tena bhavati? How does it matter? Kim tena bhavati? It's a question. So it's like a questioning as to how does the stage of life matter, O Shiva? Yadiyam hrit padmam, yadi bhavadadhinam, shambho tvam tadiyaha bhavasi, bhavabharancha vahasi. This means in whatever stage of life one is in, as long as the heart is surrendered to Parameshwara, then you become his. You completely become that person's. You belong to him. And not only that, what do? Bhavabharam cha vahasi. Bhavabharam is the burden of this samsara, the burden of the worldly existence. You bear. This vahasi word is verb here. Vahasi is very important. Vahasi means you bear the burden. Literally, you carry that burden. So that person doesn't need to carry the burden of samsara. You carry that burden for that person. So that is the gist of this particular verse. And we have many examples. So this means that we don't have to wait till we get to sannyasa or vanaprastha to attain Shivanandam. Even a student can do it. Do we have examples? Of course we have. We all know in our Puranas, very young children like Dhruva, who had the darshan of Vishnu, Narayana, and Prahlada, and Nachiketa. Nachiketa, who got that entire this Brahmajnanam from Yama, it's described in Kathopanishad. And even when Yama was reluctant to give that, he was so steadfast in his resolve and so resolute that he wanted to attain that jnanam, and Yama blessed him with that Brahmajnanam. So young boy, Nachiketa. And in recent times, in Kali Yuga, we have Goda Devi, Andal. Now we are entering very soon, we will be entering into that Margashirsha Masam, Masanam Margashirshoham, Krishna says in the Gita. So where Goda Devi in Kali Yuga, she was inspired by the Gopikas of Vrindavan who undertook the Vrata of the Katyayani Vrata, early morning, waking up in the winter months and taking a dip in the holy Yamuna and praying to Durga Devi to attain Krishna. So Goda Devi similarly in Kali Yuga, she conducted that Vrata along with her Sakhis, inspiring everyone to get up and to make efforts to reach Krishna, and she attained Bhagavan. So this shows that even young children are able to attain that highest state. And we have many such examples. Nahi vayaha tejaso hetuhu. Same thing with attaining Shivanandam also. So what is important? Shankaracharya is telling us that it is important to surrender the Hrit Padmam to Bhagavan. Then just a bit about this verb, vahasi, carry. So exactly same verb Krishna uses in Bhagavad Gita. Ananyash chintayanto mam ye janas paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. Vahami. So there it is the same verb. Vahasi is here. Shankaracharya is using it in Madhyama Purusha in Sanskritam. He's saying, O Shambho, you will bear the burden. You carry the burden. There Krishna is saying, Yogakshemam Vahami, I will carry. That is Uttama Purusha in Sanskritam. I will bear the burden. These two verses you can compare and see. This 11th verse in Shivananda Lahari and Ananyash Chintayanto Mam of Gita. The same bhava. There Bhagavan is saying, Ananyaha Chintayantaha Mam. Without a second thought. Solely dedicated to Krishna. Those who think of Bhagavan. Paryupasate, that is, it should become nirantaram, that Bhagavad Chintanam should become nirantaram without any other distractions. Nitya Abhiyuktanam, for those who are always thinking of Bhagavan, the same here, what Shankaracharya is saying, whose heart and mind are surrendered to Bhagavan, Yoga Kshemam Vahami. That is yoga and kshema. Both yoga is to bless you, the devotee, with all that is needed. Kshema is to protect whatever you already have. Both are important. Krishna says, I will do both. Vahami. I will bear that. I will carry. I will bear. So my guru, Mata, Anantam Mata, used to say very, I mean, in many contexts, she used to quote this Ananya Aschintayantoma. And with reference to this verse, she used to say this is a guarantee card given by Bhagavan to all. And this is valid for eternity. And this doesn't come with an expiry date. And she would tell us how we go to a shop and buy something and they give us this warranty guarantee card. It comes with an expiry and there are many things which are not covered. When you go there, they say this is out of warranty, this and that, this is not covered, that is not covered. But we believe that piece of paper which they give thinking that, oh, they will cover. But when Bhagavan has given us this guarantee card, valid for eternity and with no conditions attached, in the Gita, we doubt whether Bhagavan will protect us. So we should not have that samshayam because Bhagavan has declared and he has given that guarantee. And here, Shankaracharya, same bhava, he's saying, Bhavabharam Shambho Tvam Vahasi. You will bear that burden. You will carry us. You will bear this burden of the samsara of your devotee. That same guarantee Bhagavan has given in Gita also. Okay, now we will enjoy this verse, understanding the meaning once, then move to the next verse. Vaturva gehi va yatirapi jati va taditaraha naro va yah kaschit bhavatu bhavakintena bhavati yadiyam hritpadmam yadi bhavadadhinam pashupate tadiyastvam shambho bhavasi bhavabharancha vahasi. Next verse. Next one, Charu. Charu, next verse. Please share your video. Okay. Guhayam geheva.
Guhayam geheva. Guhayam geheva.
Bahirapi bane vadrishikhare.
Bahirapi vane vadrishikhare. Bahirapi vane vadrishikhare.
Jaleva vanhauva.
Jaleva vanhauva. Jaleva vanhauva.
Vasatu vasate kim vada phalam.
Vasatu vasate kim vada phalam. Vasatu vasate kim vada phalam.
Sada yasyaivantah karanamapi.
Sada yasyaivantah karanamapi. Sada yasyaivantah karanamapi.
Shambho tava pade.
Shambho tava pade. Shambho tava pade.
Sthitan chedyogosau.
Sthitam chedyogosau. Sthitam chedyogosau.
स च परमयोगी स च सुखी
स च परमयोगी स च सुखी स च परमयोगी स च सुखी
गुहायां गेहेवा. So when you combine these two, it becomes guhayang geheva. Bahirapi vane vadri. Note the dvitvam here. Vadri shikhare. Kha is Mahaprana. Jaleva vanhauva. So this particular word has to be pronounced as vanhihi. Vanhihi, vanhau. In that video which I have shared on Dvitvam, you also have explanation on why we pronounce these words as Vanhihi, Brahma. Though we write it differently, we pronounce the ma first and here the na first. It's not Vahnihi, it is Vanhihi. Vanhauva, Vasatu, Vasatehe kim vada phalam. So again here Jihva Muliya. So instead of the Visarga, Vasate kim vada. Kim and vada, when we combine, kim vada phalam. Ha. I mentioned this last class. So this is pa in Sanskritam. It is not fa. There is no fa. In Hindi, it's pronounced as fal. In Sanskritam, it is phalam. Pa, not fa. Sada yasyaivantah karanamapi. Yasyaivantah karanam. Note that here again it is a visarga. Instead of that, we give a jihva mulya sign. Yasyaivantah karanamapi. Antah karanam. Shambho Mahaprana. Tava pade sthitam. Please note the Mahaprana. Only the first thi here is Mahaprana. Next ta is Alpaprana. We should be careful not to interchange. Sthitam chedyogosau. Sthitam and chet, when we combine, it becomes sthitan chedyogosau. Yogaha asau. So here, instead of the avagraha chinha, we get the letter a when we split it. It is called Purva Rupa Sandhi in Sanskritam. Chedyogosau. Sacha Paramayogi. Sacha Sukhi. He is Mahaprana. Guhayang geheva bahirapi vane vadrishikhate.
गुहायां गेहे वा बहिरपि वने वाद्रिशिखरे गुहायां गेहे वा बहिरपि वने वाद्रिशिखरे.
Once again, Charu.
गुहायां गेहे वा.
There to combine the Sandhi and chant. Guhayang geheva.
गुहायां गेहे वा बहिरपि वने वाद्रिशिखरे.
Jaleva vanhauva vasatu vasate kim vada phalam.
जले वा वह्नौ वा वसतु वसते किं वद फलम्. जले वा वह्नौ वा वसतु वसते किं वद फलम्.
सदा यस्यैवान्तः करणमपि शम्भो तव पदे.
सदा यस्यैवान्तः करणमपि शम्भो तव पदे. सदा यस्यैवान्तः करणमपि शम्भो तव पदे.
स्थितं चेद्योगोऽसौ स च परमयोगी स च सुखी.
हितं चेद्योगोऽसौ स च परमयोगी स च सुखी. हितं चेद्योगोऽसौ स च परमयोगी स च सुखी.
गुहायां गेहेवा बहिरपि वने वाद्रिशिखरे जले वा वह्नौ वा वसतु वसतेः किंवद फलम्
गुहायां गेहे वा बहिरपि वने वाद्रिशिखरे जले वा वह्नौ वा वसतु वसतेः किंवद फलम् गुहायां गेहे वा बहिरपि वने वाद्रिशिखरे जले वा वह्नौ वा वसतु वसतेः किंवद फलम्
सदा यस्यैवान्तःकरणमपि शम्भो तव पदे स्थितं चेद्योगोऽसौ स च परमयोगी स च सुखी
सदा यस्यैवान्तःकरणमपि शम्भो तव पदे स्थितं चेद्योगोऽसौ स च परमयोगी स च सुखी सदा यस्यैवान्तःकरणमपि शम्भो तव पदे स्थितं चेद्योगोऽसौ स च परमयोगी स च सुखी
गुहायां गेहे वा बहिरपि वने वाद्रिशिखरे जले वा वह्नौ वा वसतु वसतेः किंवद फलम् सदा यस्यैवान्तःकरणमपि शम्भो तव पदे स्थितं चेद्योगोऽसौ स च परमयोगी स च सुखी
गुहायां गेहे वा बहिरपि वने वाद्रिशिखरे जले वा वह्नौ वा वसतु वसतेः किंवद फलम् सदा यस्यैवान्तःकरणमपि शम्भो तव पदे स्थितं चेद्योगोऽसौ स च परमयोगी स च सुखी
Uttamam. So here we should see that 10, 11 and 12 very similar bhava in all the verses. In this verse, Shambho, O Shiva, Yasya, Antahkaranam api. So, Tavapade, Sada Tavapade Eva. Whosoever Antahkaranam, your mind, intellect, your inner self is completely surrendered to the feet of Shiva, then that itself is yoga. Asau yoga, that is yoga. And that person is Parama Yogi. He is the ultimate yogi, supreme yogi, and he is Sukhi, always blissful, right? So this is Shivananda Lahari, that once you attain that state of Shivanandam, you're always in that blissful state. And it keeps coming like waves, that Shivanandam, like we saw in the first two verses. And it doesn't diminish, right? So here, to whom here last 10th verse, he said, whatever form you have, you can attain Shiva if your mind is surrendered to Shiva. 11th verse, Acharya Shankara told us in whichever stage of life you are, whether a student, householder, Vanaprasthin, sannyasi, no, whatever else, as long as your mind, Hrit Padmam, is surrendered to Shiva, you will, Ishvara becomes yours and he will bear your samsara bhara. And in this verse, he is continuing the same thought, and he is saying, wherever you are, place doesn't matter. Where you stay or reside doesn't matter. As long as your antahkaranam is always in the feet of Shiva. So, guhayam, whether in the cave, dark cave. So, there are many yogis who meditate in caves. Geheva, or in the house. See what beautiful verses by Shankaracharya, who is telling us bhakti is important. What is important is bhakti, not whether you're a sannyasi, whether you're in the cave, whether you're in the Himalayas, or even you're a householder. So that's what Shankaracharya is trying to drive home, the point here. You will be a householder doing all your duties. As a householder, grihastha, we have so many duties towards everyone, the children, parents, elders. And as children, they have duties towards their study, etc. So what, in whichever, wherever you are, gehe, in the house, bahirapi, or anywhere outside, vane, or in the forest, va, or adrishikhare, on the top of a mountain, jale, in the water, vanhau, or in fire, vasatu, may a person live anywhere. Vasatehe kim phalam vada? Again, a question. Vasatehe kim phalam vada? What is the fruit of, or what is, how is it material where you are staying? Whether you are in the house, in the city, or you're in the fire, or in water, or on the top of a mountain, or in a forest, or in a cave, wherever you are, vasatehe kim vada? What, how does it matter where you are? When it does not matter is sada yasya antakaranam tavapade eva shambho. When one's antakaranam is always surrendered to Shambhu, sthitam chet, when your antakaranam is always firmly is established in Shambhu, in the feet of Shambhu, that itself is yoga. A very important verse telling us what is the meaning of yoga. So we come across this word, samatvam yoga uchyate, many times in Bhagavad Gita also. And so here Acharya Shankara is telling us that when your mind, intellect, your antakaranam is completely established forever, always in an unwavering way in the feet of Parameshwara, in the feet of Bhagavan, that is yoga. And such a person is Paramayogi. He is the supreme yogi, the one who has attained that ultimate state. Such a Sukhi. He is always blissful. He will never be sad because you've attained that Shivanandam. Sorrow is only from the worldly pleasures. Worldly pleasures are not even actually, they don't give ananda. They are transient, momentary pleasures. And we get sorrow from that. But once you attain Shivanandam, that Paramayogi is always Sukhi. He is always blissful. We have again many examples of this. Take the example of Gopikas of Vrindavanam. They were in their own houses. They were doing their duties as per whatever they had to do, milking the cows, making butter, churning, etc., and taking care of their husbands, their children, everyone in the house. They were in the Grihastha, but they attained that highest state which yogis, which rishis try to attain by penance. So how did they attain that state? They attained that state by pure devotion to Krishna. By surrendering their heart completely to Bhagavan, they were able to attain that state which many of them were still trying to attain through penance, etc. So this is the importance of surrendering one's antahkaranam to Bhagavan. And they not only attained Krishna as, in the form of Saguna Brahman, as Krishna in the form of, as Bhagavan as Krishna. But if you see in Gopika Geetam, they sing in Bhagavatam, Nakhalu Gopika Krishna Nandano Bhavan Akhila Dehinam Antaratma Drik Vikana Sarthito Vishwaguptaye Sakha Udehivan Sattvatam Kule. So they attained that Brahmajnanam. They sing telling Krishna, you are not just a Gopika Nandana. You are in this form now. You are not just the son of the gopis. Akhila Dehinam Antaratma. You are that Antaratma of all the beings. So they attained that state which everyone is trying to attain through various penances, etc., just by surrendering completely in devotion. So that epitome of bhakti they had, and with their own, doing their own duties in their house, they attained that state. So beautifully Shankaracharya is describing here how in whichever stage of life you are, wherever you are, whatever your duties are, you can attain that state. So not just only sitting in Himalayas doing meditation. Yes, those yogis also attain that state. But even gehe, in your own house also, you can attain that state. Recently, examples we have of, Sadashiva Brahmendra, which my guru used to speak about a lot, who attained very recently in Kali Yuga. He attained that Brahmanandam, and he was always in that blissful state. Jivan Mukta he was, who had attained liberation while in this body. And people have seen him who have always being in that state of Brahmanandam and only singing the glory of Bhagavan and nothing else. So let us once chant this verse with the meaning. Guhayam geheva bahirapi bane vadrishikhare jale va vanhau va vasatu vasate kim vada phalam sada yasyaivaantah karanamapi shambho tava pade sthitan chedyogo'sau such a paramayogi, such a sukhi. Also, if you are just with reference to this verse, if you read the stories of these Nayanmars, bhaktas of Shiva, they are from various walks of life, and all of them had attained Shivananda just by this bhakti. And another important thing is we should know the meaning of the correct meaning of the word yoga. So yoga is not just physical exercise. It's not just the asana practice which is propagated as yoga. That is only one aspect, and that is the Ashtanga yoga. You have many things, pranayama, pratyahara. Asana is only one aspect because sharira madhyam khalu dharma sadhanam. The asana, physical asanas have to be done, which also help in controlling the mind to attain Shivananda. But a parama yogi is one who has attained this state which Bhagavan Shankaracharya is describing here, because nowadays we see whoever does asana practice, many of them have a tendency to say that call themselves yogis because they do asana practice. That is not what yoga is. So here, the one who has attained this state, which is described in this verse, that is yoga, and that such a person is a parama yogi. Okay, so let us learn the next verse. Aditi has already shared the link to the WhatsApp group with you. Request you to join because I will be sharing some videos, etc., which might help you in that group. So next verse, Aditi. Asare samsare.
Asare samsare. Asare samsare.
निज भजन दूरे जडधिया.
निज भजन दूरे जडधिया. निज भजन दूरे जडधिया.
भ्रमन्तं मामन्धम्.
भ्रमन्तं मामन्धम्. भ्रमन्तं मामन्धम्.
परमकृपया पातुमुचितम्.
परमकृपया पातुमुचितम्. परमकृपया पातुमुचितम्.
मदन्यः को दीनः.
मदन्यः को दीनः. मदन्यः को दीनः.
तव कृपण रक्षाति निपुणः.
तव कृपण रक्ष.
Aditi, unable to hear you. Now it's better. Yes.
तव कृपण रक्षाति निपुणः. तव कृपण रक्षाति निपुणः.
त्वदन्यः को वा मे.
त्वदन्यः को वा मे. त्वदन्यः को वा मे.
त्रिजगति शरण्यः पशुपते.
त्रिजगति शरण्यः पशुपते. त्रिजगति शरण्यः पशुपते.
असारे संसारे निज भजन दूरे. भ is महाप्राणा. जडधिया. धी is महाप्राणा. भ्रमन्तं मामन्धम्. Note the mahapranas there. Parama kripaya patu muchitam. Madanyah ko dinaha. Here and in the next line we have Jihva Muliya. Madanyah ko dinaha. In Visarga followed by ka. we get Jihva Muliya. Tava Kripana Rakshati Nipunaha. Note the difference in pronouncing this na and this ni and again na here. Tvadanya Kovame. Again, Jihva Muliya, Visarga followed by ka. Trijagati Sharanya Pashupate. Here it is Upadmaniya. So when Visarga is followed by pa or pa, we get Upadmaniya. We have discussed this in one of the previous classes, I think the very second class or so. Those who didn't attend, please catch up with the video recordings. Sharanya Pashupate. That is Jihva Muliya. Note the sign, Upadmaniya. Note the sign of the Upadmaniya here. Here, Tvadanyah Kova, Madanyah Kodinaha. Here, note the sign for the Jihva Muliya. Asare samsare nija bhajana dure jadadhiya.
असारे संसारे निज भजन दूरे जडधिया असारे संसारे निज भजन दूरे जडधिया असारे संसारे निज भजन दूरे जडधिया
भ्रमन्तं मामन्धं परमकृपया पातुमुचितम्.
भ्रमन्तं मामन्धं परमकृपया पातुमुचितम् भ्रमन्तं मामन्धं परमकृपया पातुमुचितम्.
मदन्यः को दीनः तव कृपण रक्षाति निपुणः.
मदन्यः को दीनः तव कृपण रक्षाति निपुणः मदन्यः को दीनः तव कृपण रक्षाति निपुणः.
त्वदन्यः को वामे त्रिजगति शरण्यः पशुपते.
त्वदन्यः को वामे त्रिजगति शरण्यः पशुपते. त्वदन्यः को वामे त्रिजगति शरण्यः पशुपते.
असारे संसारे निज भजन दूरे जडधिया भ्रमन्तं मामन्धं परम कृपया पातुमुचितम्.
असारे संसारे निज भजन दूरे जडधिया भ्रमन्तं मामन्धं परम कृपया पातुमुचितम्. असारे संसारे निज भजन दूरे जडधिया भ्रमन्तं मामन्धं परम कृपया पातुमुचितम्.
मदन्यः को दीनः तव कृपण रक्षाति निपुणः. त्वदन्यः को वामे त्रिजगति शरण्यः पशुपते.
मदन्यः को दीनः तव कृपण रक्षाति निपुणः. त्वदन्यः को वामे त्रिजगति शरण्यः पशुपते. मदन्यः को दीनः तव कृपण रक्षाति निपुणः. त्वदन्यः को वामे त्रिजगति शरण्यः पशुपते.
We'll chant this verse once and then Aditi will share the QR code for you to fill the form. I will also share it in the WhatsApp group. Asare samsare nija bhajana dure jadadhiya भ्रमन्तं मामन्धं परम कृपया पातुमुचितम्. मदन्यः को दीनः तव कृपणरक्षाति निपुणः त्वदन्यः को वा मे त्रिजगति शरण्यः पशुपते
आसारे संसारे निज भजन दूरे जडधिया भ्रमन्तं मामन्धं परम कृपया पातु मुचितम् मदन्यः को दीनः तव कृपण रक्षाति निपुणः त्वदन्यः को वा मे त्रिजगति शरण्यः पशुपते.
We will conclude as it like in every class with Shanti Mantraha. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः राम 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 सर्वेभ्यः धन्यवादाः thank you very much to the panelists. Yes, panelists also can fill the form. Thank you Aditi, Charu and Shriya. Agami Shanivasare Punarmilamah. We will meet again next Saturday. Dhanyavadaha. Ram Ram Ram.